So another option for your collage I want to show you. I found this little guy, and it's a kid leaning over a boat, and this was the boat. So I cut the boat out, left his hand, and replaced his hand with somebody else's hand. Then you can see his ear. I found, and his head is still under there. If I flip it over, you can see kind of the shape that his head is still under there. This is where his head was, and this is his shoulder. But you gotta make it look like a collage. You can't just use just the head. So much more interesting with a giant eye, a side nose, a little teeny eye on the wrong side, and then big lips, and then I found some crazy hair and gave it to him. So you see his ear. That's about all you can see of his face that's still there. So, and then I found this plant that I wanted something long, contrasty, and kind of surreal, so unexpected. So I cut this plant out real carefully, and then it came up here, and I let that overlap his head. So I have some other things here that I've cut out, some leaves and some grass, and if you notice, these leaves came right out of here. So I didn't cut all of the leaves out, I just cut some of them out. Okay, so I wanted something close, some big things. And then I looked at the back of this and I said, oh look, that's great, so it's far away. So let's take this, and I have a lot of other green things here. So I put this here and set him on top. So now this has a real feel of far away. The problem I ran into though is this line. You don't want to just put a hard line in there, and as soon as I put something else in, it doesn't really match up. So I can put some things far away, underneath. Sorry, I'm using my phone. But it doesn't really match up. This looks close because it's bright. This is faded and cooler. So I was I just went forward and tried to find some other things. So I'm going to take this same piece and slide it underneath. I'm doing this all one-handed. Very talented. And so now I have this background. I could fill some more space in here real easily. But I wanted his hand to kind of be pulling something up out of the ground. And I like this overlap here, so I'm covering up some of that cut up space. And then these really close grasses. So I'm going to do something, I don't know what, but I'm going to do something up here. But I still didn't like this background. So I found this picture. Okay, so obviously we need to get rid of that house. So I'm going to slide that out. I'm going to slide this picture under and do some rearranging. So let's get rid of the house by voila. So now I still have a faraway scene, and I can get rid of the little peaky snowman. A nice faraway scene, and put all of this stuff back underneath. Tucking and adjusting. And these things coming across. Sorry, I know it's really wobbly. Everybody's going to be seasick. So I have kind of a little more of an interesting collage now. And I have the full background. So that's the only thing I use something completely of. Okay, so everything else is cut and pieced. Kind of like Romary Bearden, you watch that video. You could go back in and draw into this. You could paint back over it. You could use some markers, whatever you want. Or you could leave it like this, but you could make it much more interesting too. And we would probably trim it here. But I just used an old piece of cardboard. Hopefully you were able to get up to school and get some other supplies too. So you're going to glue this down, and I have a video on how to take a picture of this, get it into your Google Drive and submit it, but we'll do that in a little bit. So this is another option for the collage. You can use the figure drawing people as well, or some of the other videos that you watch. So the idea is to design a page using the collage technique.